Hello, this is Shalone Cason with the Shalone Cason Show. And today's Family Fridays, where I do biographies of my family members. And this is the first Family Friday episode, so what better way to start it than with my autobiography? As I said before, I'm Shalone Cason, and I was born June 11th, 1986, in Norfolk, Virginia. My mother's name is Sharon, and my father's name is Angelo. My mother had a home daycare for most of my life, and my father was an entrepreneur. He mostly works in construction now, but he had many other businesses during my childhood. I have 3 brothers and 4 sisters, and I am the youngest child. One of my sisters died due to complications of diabetes in 2013. May her soul, through the mercy of God, rest in peace. My family originally lived in Norfolk in a low-income area. However, my parents moved to a suburban, lower-middle-income area in Virginia Beach when I was very young. My family was very religious, and my parents had their own church. I always got all A's in school. Grade school was far too easy for me. I excelled in all subjects. I went to Parkway Elementary School with my future wife, Ashley, but we never hung out in elementary school or middle school, interestingly enough. Next, I went to Larkspur Middle School. I love video games, James Bond, anime, and Saturday morning cartoons. I also like to draw comics in my spare time. I also got hooked on porn in middle school. I started hanging out with my future wife Ashley and her sister Jessica more during this time because they lived 2 houses down from me, and we were into a lot of similar things. I graduated from Green Run High School in Virginia Beach with an advanced diploma in 2004. I decided to forego college for service in the Marine Corps. I joined as a reservist and went to boot camp on Parris Island, South Carolina in June of 2004. After boot camp, I went to combat training school in Camp Lejeune, North Carolina. Then I went off to wire and switchboard job school in 29 Palms, California. I met my daughter's mother. I proposed after about a year of dating, and we moved in together. Then I went on to deployment in Djibouti. In Djibouti, Africa, I attempted suicide after being there about 3 months and was promptly sent back home. I got back with my fiance, but things didn't work out at all. We split, but she ended up getting pregnant. Lots of odd jobs and relationships later, I hurt my shoulder grocery stocking at Harris Teeter in 2011, so I had to become an entrepreneur because I couldn't work any normal jobs. Also during this time, I met some Vietnamese monks and became a Buddhist. Eventually, I tried to become a monk myself in 2012. I did a 6-month stint living at the temple, but it didn't work out in the end. There just wasn't enough income to take care of my daughter, so I left. I moved to Tampa, Florida from October of 2012 to June of 2013. There, I ended up homeless for a few months. Then, I came back to Virginia. I was able to get the post 9/11 GI Bill, and I used that to get my bachelor's in 2015 and my master's in 2017. In 2015, I had a dream about Jesus. Now, I was a Buddhist at this point, but Jesus came and healed me of my addiction to porn during that dream. I'd been trying to kick this addiction for years because it was getting worse and worse, and all of a sudden, poof, miraculously, my addiction was gone forever. A year and a half later, I was baptized as a Catholic. I had my first communion and confirmation on Easter of 2016. It was the best day of my life. A year after that, I serendipitously ran into Ashley at a Dollar Tree in Chesapeake, Virginia. Then we started hanging out again. I proposed about 4 months later, finished my master's, and got my Virginia teaching license. Then we got married April of 2017. That was the second best day of my life. I currently teach at a public school, have a photography business, and this biography venture. Lord willing, things will work out great. And what is life's lesson? Even when things seem their worst, even when you're homeless or contemplating suicide, there is still a chance to turn things around. Never give up. And that's it for today's Shalone Cason show. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, keep learning from life.